Okay, October 12th, the last hike. Heading to Muxia today, I hope. Should be about 15 kilometers. I'm at Casa de Bina and Lires. Gonna head out, find some breakfast, and then hit the trail. Hey, if you're coming out of Lires and you're northbound towards Muxia, it's a nice trail coming out of town, but be sure you know exactly where you're going. There's a marker for a turn, and it's mostly covered in weeds if you're moving northbound. Southbound, you can see it. So just let you know, half of us all went down the wrong road for a couple hundred meters and figured out there's no more markers. I actually started hiking today at 8:30, and today is another easy day. My last day of hiking. It's only 15 kilometers up to the town of Muxia, which is my final destination hiking. Then I'll spend a full day in Muxia, which I'll also add to today's video, and then I take a bus back to Santiago the next day, spend the night, and fly out. And some of you are probably wondering, well, gosh, most of his friends are all gone. He's got all these extra days. Why did he take so long? And I'll tell you why. Two things caused me to take longer. One is I actually have people that I started with that just finished yesterday. I've been done for 8 or 9 days now. But a lot of people were injured and had blisters and so forth that they actually had to stop, come off the trail, or they had shin splints so bad they had to stop and take rest days, and they're just now getting done. So I was lucky that none of that happened to me, but I had to allow for it. And also, because a hurricane was bearing down on Florida, and it didn't look like I would fly out on the day that I expected to, I moved my flight up 2 days. So that was 2 extra days early. And as it turned out, the hurricane turned at the last minute, but I didn't know that was going to happen. Next town coming up. All right, next little cafe after Lires is in the second town. According to my app, which is pretty much inaccurate, this is the last place for any services until we get to Muxia. But anyway, you can get drinks, food, bocadillas here. Breakfast, probably coffee too. By the way, you see lots of dogs running loose on the Camino, and you see lots of them chained up. I assume the ones that are chained up are chained for a reason, so I don't walk over and try to pet those. Getting pretty windy up here, up on top of the hill. This is the direction we came from today, out of Lires. I think most of the first half of the hike is going to be mostly uphill, and the second half is going to be mostly downhill, coming into Muxia. This is my views to the right of the trail, looking away from the coast. All right, that's my first sea view today, just behind the windmills there. Next village. All right, coming back down towards the ocean now because we're almost to Muxia. Beautiful beach on the left as you're approaching. This whole general area is called the Death Coast. I think that's because of so many rocks, so much wind, and a lot of shipwrecks. So today is Saturday. There's league soccer games going on as I'm approaching town, and what a place to have your field built right next to the ocean like that. Not sure why they would put concrete walls up instead of something else so you could see the view. Or maybe they want to block all the wind. All right, kind of looking backwards towards the soccer stadium and down the coast. Now painting ahead. Well, this journey is coming to an end, but not really. All right, so today I left from Lires, arriving in Muxia right now, 8:30 to 11:30, 15K miles. 15K isn't miles. 15K is about 9.5 miles. So pretty average day as far as time for me, but a short day. And this is the end of the hiking portion once I cross over and get out to the very point, which I'll show you in a minute. That's where I'm headed, is up there. That's where I am right now. Once again at the 0 kilometer mark for Muxia. That makes, for me, you add my Camino Finisterre, my Finisterre and my Muxia Caminos together, I think it comes out to 900 kilometers, about 560 miles. 35 hiking days, 6 days of rest. So though this hike is over, the journey is going to continue. If I can hike 500 miles, there's no reason I can't hike 5,000. So I don't know where it'll be next. Right now, I just feel like I want to go home, get a bigger pack, and in 2 weeks, hike out of Florida, hang a left across the USA, and hang another left at Mexico, and go down to Panama. But I mean, I know that probably won't happen, but that's how I feel at the moment. Guys, this is my Muxiana. Some of the pilgrims weren't bothering to get it, but I figured I did the hike, I'm going to get it. So you get this for hiking from Finisterre to Muxia, and you need to be sure you get a stamp in the town of Lires when you either stay there or pass through there, either one. And I was able to get it at the municipal albergue. I guess if you're staying in an albergue here, your albergue can issue it, but I'm staying in a hotel because I'm done with albergues. My pilgrimage is complete. So I'm 2 nights here in Muxia. One night actually at an albergue, but it's a single room there at the seminario where I was before in Compostela, Santiago de Compostela. And then I'm out of here back home. So yay me, got my final certificate for all 3 Caminos. Just a little clip of the inner harbor. By inner harbor, I mean the protected harbor behind the seawall here in Muxia. As you can see, there's a hell of a lot of boat slips available over there. I'm not sure if that's because they pulled out for the season or what, but the water's real clear too. I don't know if you can tell that in the video, but if you had a snorkel, you could easily see here. Same with all those rocks I see offshore. I mean, some of it's pretty dangerous, so you have to watch where you get in because of the waves, but if you can find a good spot, you could probably get some good snorkeling in here. You might need a wetsuit unless it's the middle of the summer. It's pretty cold. The weather yesterday was really windy, and today it's supposed to be rainy, It's not actually raining, but it looks like it's threatening to rain. So I think I'll just wander around town and do some photos today and think about my entire Camino. And then tomorrow morning I bus back to Santiago. I've got a few small errands to take care of there before I fly out the following morning out of Santiago Airport, connecting Madrid over to Charlotte. Long layover in Charlotte. And then I arrive back in Melbourne, Florida at midnight. Well, it's still before noon. I was hoping the weather would improve and I would get a nice sunset out here tonight, and it still could happen, but it doesn't look very promising at the moment. But the weather is actually nicer than yesterday. Yesterday was cold and windy, and actually it wasn't that cold, but with the wind it made it cold. Today is about 60 degrees and almost no wind.